Good evening to Dee Does Posh with our Cerys Nelmes. Sorry again about last week. That was me, technical difficulties and life difficulties. And, it just went, I can't do this anymore. I tried a few shows that I wasn't a primary feature in when it was stressful enough, so I wasn't doing that one. And unfortunately, my phone didn't get fixed till Wednesday. But anyway, we're going to talk about the killer sheep today that I encountered when I thought I would take my kids a nice country walk, but we'll get into that later. But without further ado, let's bring on Cerys Nelmes.
Oh, hi. We're always mixing it up a little bit with our hairstyles.
This is actually, I couldn't be bothered straightening my hair because I went for bath number 2 today because I was so batshit crazy bored that I went for 2 baths, and I'd already straightened it after the first time, so I thought I'm not doing it after this one.
I can't remember the last time I used straighteners. Probably January.
No, I have been going out and using straighteners and stuff because I was getting to that point. I just didn't know when night and day was because I just wore jammies all day long.
Yeah, that's me. Well, I said because I was in Australia, because the weather was so humid there. There's no point straightening your hair because it just doesn't stay. And then since lockdown, because I got quite straight hair anyway. It's not as if I need it that much. If it was any longer, I suppose I would. But I like not using product. I like not putting makeup on. I like not having a shower if I don't want to have a shower. I've had one today for you though, Dee.
I like having children in my house when my dogs need out, and I don't need to be unprofessional because they're just about to kick off. But the kids are actually away at their dad's.
Oh, there we go. You're on your own. Gonna invite anybody round for your social bubble?
Have I got anything arranged for my social bubble?
Yeah, while the kids away, can you invite anybody in for a bit of How's Your Father?
No, I'm not. See, I've actually stopped it. I spoke to one of my friends today, and he's made me realise that being single isn't a bad thing, Cerys. It isn't, because he's got himself into this sort of situation, let's just say, with more than one vagina to contend with. Now, this said player of my friend, who shall remain anonymous, is actually a really, really nice guy. So what he does is he does the whole playing bit. He does the whole bit where I'm a player, look at me. But what he does is he's nice to them too. So then they get that sort of false sense of security where they think, he just needs fixed. He's a wee civil, and then they fall in love with him, and then he's like, but I told him I didn't want it serious. I told him that I had other people. I'm being an honest tart, and I'm like, that's your problem. Women don't know what to do with that. So after an hour conversation with him on the phone, I decided, you know what? Batteries and USB cables are so much simpler.
See, I don't use those either, but I've always thought that, like, I have a look at, no offense to, some of the people I grew up with, they then married people in the town. So they've never left the town. The kids go to the same schools. And you think, like, there's a lot of people here. There was one girl, she was headhunted as a model, like, years ago. Somebody just in the high street, and they were like, oh my God, you're stunning. And then just married this just bloke that's like 20 years older than her, got like 7 kids now, and looks like a grumpy cunt. And you're like, you could have got away. You could have got away, and instead you're still here. You're here. Your kids, they go at the social club. They're all in each other's pockets, and you're like, I know now, like, even if I get, because I don't get that much attention anyway, but if I do, and it's from like a local bloke, I'm like, I'm not going to settle for one of you guys. I can go out and get something much better when I'm ready. I'm not going to settle for shit. I'd rather be on my own for the rest of my life than settling.
That's what I was thinking, because I've been doing the whole joke sexual frustration. I'm out in the man eater. But see, to be honest, the reason I don't have a man, and the reason I don't have sex, and the reason I'm not in that is because I'm not going to settle just to say I have a boyfriend.
No.
I'm not doing that. I've done that for good parts of my life, feeling like I don't get invited to the barbecues because I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I just thought, and see, if I do have a boyfriend, I actually want one that wants to go hill climbing, that doesn't want to sit in the pub, that doesn't want to then make happy little foursomes with their friends, and all that shit. I want to go out and see the world, I want to go to Brew. There's things I want to do, and if you want to be with me, you're going to have to do that. So that's probably why I'm still single.
I want to go Peru as well, so we might as well just go together. Just go together, Dee.
Do you know why I want to go to Peru?
Yeah.
Do you know why I want to go?
No. Machu Picchu?
No, Celestine Prophecy.
No idea what you're talking about. What's that?
You have to watch it then.
Okay, I will. What is it?
It's on Amazon Prime. There is a poor copy on YouTube, but if you've got Amazon Prime, it's on.
Celestine Prophecy.
Celestine Prophecy is one of the best times to actually watch it. It's about the energy exchange, and they're trying to find the answer to stuff. It's a very spiritual kind of out there thing, but it has very, very, very good points in it. It shows you energy circles, which I talk about all the time. You know, people that just sap your energy. You know what I mean? So get energy circles, and it makes you aware of them, and it shows you how to protect you. And I do all this stuff, but it shows you, especially the way things are just now, it shows you, you know, what people are tapping into makes a difference to how the story ends.
See, going back to going out, I'm going to watch that because I'm watching Amazon Prime at the moment. Most of my friends are gay, or well, I'll just say specifically lesbian because it's females. So obviously, when I used to, not that I go out with them now because comedy doesn't mean that you have got time to go out on weekends and stuff when they're free. But when I used to go out with them, so they couldn't understand why us going out in a group was really disheartening for me, because not only were they there with their partners, because it was girls only, but that's fine because they were all with girls. And then we'd go to like a gay bar or something, or they'd go, oh, we don't want to go in there, there's loads of men in there. Oh, let's go in this one, it's really quiet. And I'm like, how am I supposed to meet somebody if I'm coming out with you guys and you're taking me somewhere specifically where there's no people? And I had quite a few arguments with them about it. They couldn't understand it. And I was like, I'm never going to meet somebody if you're going to take me out somewhere where I can't physically talk to anybody.
Yeah. But that's what I said. I was just looking for things and friends. I've got a lot of guy pals, which kind of feeds that kind of, you know, the kind of male kind of conversation type thing. And I was sitting there the other day there, but I was actually, do you know what? Some days I'm going for 3 baths, and it's just for this, the want of something better to do.
3 baths?
3 fucking baths.
You can't be on a water. You can't be on a water bloody meter.
Obviously not Scotland, mummy. That's stupid.
I ain't got a choice. Ours just came with a water meter.
You know what? We would have learned how to rig the water meter as well. We knew how to rig the electricity one. Well, I know people that knew how to rig the electricity one.
Yeah, I knew people like that when I was at college who knew how to do
if we had water meters up in Scotland, we've invented a lot of shit. That is a true story. And we would know how to rig that fucker.
Yeah, I've no idea, and it's a whole new kettle of fish for me. So when people are like, "Oh, I've got a pool and it's taken 14 hours to fill up," and I've got a hot tub and it's taken 12 hours to fill, I'm like I can't even begin to imagine how much the expense of filling that up would be. I'd cry. I'd have to piss in it.
No, but see, it's the thing is as well. I remember when we were all talking about it. It was very cavemen conversations, and I can remember my uncles going, "Aye, they fucking Tory bastards try and fucking chat with fucking rainwear water than with pish."
I've got a water butt, so I just fill it with it. I'm going to start filling the kettle with the water butt from the garden. I'd be like, right, come on, who wants a cup of tea? I don't know how people afford to live on water meters and things like that. Like, because my mum's here, day 83 or whatever the fuck it is now. Like every time she has a shower or washes her hands or she goes to the toilet about 17 times a day, and I'm like you need to pay for some of that fucking water. You need to pay for that water you're using. I ain't fucking paying for it.
And now you've got to play. Now you've got to sing happy birthday while you're washing your hands. You know what I mean? You're going out to your mum, put the water off while you do the song. You don't need the water on.
And plus, what I do need to explain to her is as well, she don't leave the house, so the 20 seconds isn't that much of a necessity that she needs to do it every single time she goes to the toilet, because she's in the house, she's not touching anything, she's not doing, just wash your hands, let's go. So you had a bad week last week. What was happening?
I just totally hit rock bottom, man. I was just pretending to be on top of my game. There was loads of family, we had grief, you know, my gran passed away in lockdown. There was so much controversy. There was people fighting and arguing. There was people falling out. And I just got to breaking point. You know, I just wanted the noise in my head to stop. So momentarily I got it to stop, got my shit together, and then got stuff together. But the good thing is it made me realise, you know, you don't need to be around a lot of people just to love them. You can love people from afar and not get into all the mix-up of stuff. Because when I was busy doing all my comedy, my family's not changed. I've changed, but my family's not changed. So they don't see them as a problem. They see me as the problem because I'm not willing to listen to that shit anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, so now you're in comedy all the time and you're doing all your thing, and then that all stops. And then obviously your gran gets unwell with cancer during lockdown. It's a very quick process. Lockdown was just about to happen. Gran hands me a McMullen card, basically not even a year after I've buried my uncle with cancer. And I'm just like, fuck!
As I say,
and then all that happened. Yeah, and she died and everything. And then obviously that was all that in lockdown. Emotions were high. And then we got that all out of the way. But see, to be honest, it gave me an establishing grounds. And I'm like, right, this is where I'm not going again. I'm not going to that place again. I've been to the lowest of rock bottom. I know now what my triggers are. And whether it's bad, right, or indifferent, or anybody's have to please, I'm out here and I'm staying here. You know, if you want to come and see me, you know where my house is. Those that are invited, those that are not invited, are never invited. You know, so, you know,
well,
it was just enough.
You're literally waking up, aren't you? And you're like, oh, I don't know whether this is going to be a good day or a bad day. I was eating cherry Bakewell chocolate digestives for breakfast at 6 a.m. this morning, and by 9 a.m. I wanted a tuna sandwich, and then I stayed in my pajamas until pretty much about 2 hours ago. Haven't been out anywhere, haven't really been. Of course, our shops have opened today down here. Madness in the street.
Did you see the tents outside Primark? Are you smoking crack down there?
Do you know what? I was tempted to go. Do you know what it is? It's just a case of getting out the house and going into a fucking shop and doing something that feels normal. It's never going to feel the same. It's just going to feel more normal than it. And I said to Mum last night, I was like, I don't know whether to go or not, because I knew I'd have to go down. I knew they were opening at 8, so I knew I'd have to get down there like 8-ish. And it's, you know what, where our Primark is, we got like 2 main shopping centres. We've got the Bristol City Centre, and then we've got the one on the outskirts. Thank you, Ross. One where Primark is, you have to pay for parking. So I was like, it's going to cost me at least a fucking tenner to park. Am I really that desperate? And you know why? People don't understand why people are queuing for Primark. It's because all other retailers pretty much have online stores, so you haven't got the necessity to go there. We can get everything we can online. Zara's sale's gone online today, H&M's gone online, etc, etc. Primark aren't online, so people wonder why people are queuing. It's because of that reason. And like, there's a lot of teenagers in the queue going, I just want some more mascara, I want a pair of socks, I run out of face wipes or whatever else. But would I queue for 2 fucking hours?
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing that's fucking really annoying. I mean, I'm probably going to get shot by a lot of people that are still giving it the fear of what's happening next. And I'm fucked if I'm fearing another wave when the first one nearly choked me. So I'm just like, I'm going to ride it. But what really starting to, I look after myself in the sense of moisturisers. I use expensive moisturisers. A microblade. I have my hair done all the time. I've got my nails done all the time. I don't wear expensive clothes. I never have. Anything expensive I've got, someone's gifted me to show off on my lives, right? That's the truth. Everything else I've got is dead. And I'm starting to get really fucked off, right? Between McDonald's opening, right? Which, fuck off. I never even took my kids there unless I was really stressed out and didn't want to make anything, right? Then they're fucking opening Burger King. They're opening KFC. Open my fucking hairdresser and open my fucking gym, you fucking asshole. You're willing to give me heart disease, but I'm fucking dying. I need to bench press. Don't tell me that now you've relaxed the fucking things where you're fucking queuing up for a vest made by fucking a Wayne that's paid 50 pence a day. Yeah, fucking gym. Open my fucking gym, you bastards.
What was it somebody said last week, wasn't it? I can't go and hug my grandma, but I can go to Alton Towers and take her on Nemesis. I hear what you're saying. Now, I will upset you now. This is the longest time I have ever gone without a McDonald's. I don't know how much you travel roadwise as the fucking gigging comedian that's always on the road late at night. You pop in for that cheap coffee and you end up getting a cheeseburger and a 20 nugget share box. I don't know what it's called, share box though, because it's just 20 nuggets for me, not sharing with anybody. Thank you very much. And I always say this, like, if you're driving, people are like, just ignore it, don't go to McDonald's. But I'm like, I did an experiment one night. You pass so many, right? So the first one, first golden arches you see, you can be like, nah, not getting me tonight, McDonald's. And then a mile later, you got the second one, you're like, no, 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 no. And then half a mile later, there's another one, and you're like, no. And then by the 17th, you're driving in and getting your McDonald's. But I haven't gone out, and so since they've been open, I haven't felt the need to go out and do it, which is weird for me. It's not because I don't want it. I do want it. I just can't be asked to sit in a fucking queue for like 2 hours.
Well, see, the thing is for me, like you, obviously, because I can be anywhere. I mean, there was days that I was traveling, and I remember I was traveling to Nairn, and I think it was something like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, whatever it was, right? And it's quite a barren road. It looks, I actually thought zombies were going to jump out, right? And it was that barren, right? And I've done it, you've done it. None of us can say we've not done it, right? We've went places and we think, right, that's 4 hours drive, but you know, I want to go home after my gig and just drive home on my own bed. I'm not fucking staying at a hotel. And we do the whole gigging, and we boot it at the speed limit all the way home, but we don't take a break, and we're bursting for a piss, and we never ever make it to our house. We make it to the last McDonald's on the route home at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning.
And then we smell the chips and the nuggets.
I've changed my life in lockdown. I've changed my life.
I don't need that shit anymore.
I need a fucking gym. I don't need Domino's. I don't need Nando's. I don't even need fucking Primark. You can shove your vest hats up your arse, hang the wrong way, and are fucked death for 2 washes. I need the gym.
I don't think I've been within 2 meters of anybody at a gym ever. Because, like, you know, if they're on one trip, one's on one trip and one at one end, you don't go and stand on the one next to her. You go either in the middle or the one further down.
You do get the January people, which I used to be, and or the people that are going just to find a boyfriend that just walk a bit going, can you see me? Can you see me? You do get them, but there's very few people that give a fuck there, never mind cuddle them.
The ones with the full face of makeup on, and you're like, you ain't doing no sweating in here today, darling. I don't go to gym wearing makeup. It's my sister as well. She's like, oh, I hate working out because look, it just makes me all sweaty. And I'm like, it's kind of the idea that you're not doing it to look pretty. You're doing it to exercise, make your mental health better. The thing with we're saying about McDonald's and stuff, like that's the good thing with me as well. I like McDonald's. I like KFC. Don't go to Burger King, but KFC. I can't do it as a takeaway. I have to sit down and have a meal because I want to dip me chips. I'm not having that in the fucking car. I want to dip me chips in the fucking chicken fat gravy. I want to dip me burger in the gravy. I want to peel the skin off the chicken. I can't do that with the KFC in the car. Whereas McDonald's is easier to eat in the car, which is why there's always McDonald's in the car. So whether I'll go back, I don't know. But like I said, I was in one of the first in the queue for IKEA last Monday. But that's because I had loads of house shit to get. And we were in the queue 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if that. And then I had 3 hot dogs on the way out because I missed them so much. And
people's lives aren't safe for me to go shopping. I'm not one of those people that go, oh, let's go on a wee shopping trip to the mall. I hate that shit. I hate it with 1,000 deaths of passion. I hate people going, oh, I'm trying to get into the same size as you and I'm kind of scared if you get the last one. Fuck off or I'll wrap them round your neck. Can't do it.
This is the thing that you go back to, though. I'm safe at the shop, and I can guarantee anybody shopping near me is going to be all right. Face mask, I'm keeping a distance, I haven't been ill. But there are still some fucking pricks out there that are coming in your space that are not like the amount. That's what pissed me off today about the queues. In theory, seeing that we had that law come in on Saturday, was it, that everybody needs to wear face masks on trains, buses, whatever else. So in theory, every person in that queue should be wearing a face mask. So it pisses me off when they're not. Is that
law been passed in Scotland as well?
I don't think so. Our public transport one either started today
I think
Public transport
we're going
and
to disagree in this, but I'm not fucking wearing a face mask. It's restricting your breath. You're putting the toxins back in that you're breathing out. You might not die of COVID, but you're dying of other fucking shit.
I know what you're saying. I'd rather stay in than wear a face mask.
Yeah.
But if they are fucking queuing, I'm watching it. There's a video on loop just by the side of me there, and I could see about 100 people. Not one of them is wearing a face mask, and you're like, come on, if you are risking it out to go out to the shops and get, I mean, Primark is pretty much the one shop I go to. There's no other shops I can't get online. Am I that desperate for a £5 t-shirt and a £1 mascara? Yeah, but would I go and spend £10 on parking? No. And if I did, would I be wearing a face mask? Yes, I fucking would, because I want people to feel safe around me, and I want to feel safe around other people. I just can't see. This is it. This is. We are going to be like Japan and China now. That masks will become second nature, and we'll be having to wear them 24/7 when we're out. Whenever we're out.
My rational fucking rebel kind of fucking Mad Max in me goes, unless you're fucking charging me for it, just don't come near me. But I'm not wearing it.
But that's it. That's the thing, isn't it? As long as people in my space, I'm fine. But the moment you leave your house, there's them cunts that are coming into your space, and you're like, hang on, it's almost like you're protecting yourself from them, not them from you. Oh, I do
keep my face. I just not wearing a face mask just because I do breathing, I do yoga, I do Reiki, I do and all the mastery, and everyone should have a proper airflow. And spiritually, I just can't fucking ride with it. You know what I mean? How did she die? Because she cared more about her spirituality and she did about COVID-19. But you know what? My spirituality's got me through worse things. So I just.
So where are you? So you're still sort of locked down. Nobody's moving anywhere. Nobody's.
Oh no, really. Everybody's like kidding on. They're in lockdown, and everybody's kind of. There's the odd erratic one that's still on Facebook going, "I can't hug my mommy, so why should you?" You know what I mean?
You've had some of the BLM protests, though, yeah.
A wee bit of it up in George Square, I think, which was Glasgow, do you know, but I just didn't watch it because I just think you're a fucking shower of numpties, some of them that were doing it, you know what I mean? Draped over statues, right? Maybe you do believe in what they stand for, maybe they shouldn't be wrecked, but maybe government should have took them fucking down ages ago.
Was it?
I did make a joke. I was in a Zoom call, right, because it was getting dead serious, and it was all like some of my actor friends all over the world because we're doing this thing for my screenplay thing that I've been writing, right? So we're in the room kind of talking about it, right? And one of my mates, because he knows what I'm like about my and Brew and all that, and I don't know what the Wellington guy stands for in George Square and why it's a problem, so I'm not even going to delve into it. I just always knew he had a cone in his head, and I don't have any fucking idea who he is, what he's from, who his daddy is. I just always known he's been there. And somebody said, Dee, we're coming for your Iron Brew. Apparently the guy that invented it. But I says, I'll fucking stop you fucking there. Right? There's a big difference between you trying to fucking chisel down a fucking statue. That shit, I won't live without that shit. So I don't care who made it or what happened. Apparently, one of the well-known fucking bread manufacturers, a family manufacturer, I wouldn't disclose who it was. I know people that said we're at a big paedophile share, and one of the biggest bread companies in the world, the person that founded that, the grandfather, is a paedophile. Do I buy that bread? Do I buy that bread? Yes, I fucking do. The guy's dead.
Exactly. Did he fuck my kids? Oh, he didn't. Buying his bread.
His bread's fucking dynamite. I've been eating it for fucking years. Just the same as I've been dancing to Michael Jackson, albeit not very loudly anymore because I feel guilty. But I like these fucking songs. I'm sorry, the guy seems to be like a bit of a beast. I can say that. My stepfather was like fucking abused me, but you know what? See, at the end of the day, see if he made fucking cracking bonbons, I'd fucking get some kind to buy me a quarter.
Okay, going back to your Iron Brew, since you're so passionate about it, is it the proper stuff or is it the sweetener? You know, it changed recipe, didn't it? So a lot of angry Scottish people told me.
I wouldn't even touch the fucking new stuff to fucking validate fucking Jamie Oliver coming up here and fucking shouting about sugar tax, the wee prick. You know what I mean?
Do you have to look for it specifically, or?
I personally think this one, Iron Brew Extra, which is like the newer version of the diet, is actually nicer tasted out of any of them. The original Iron Brew it's a completely different taste, and the Iron Brew that they now try and pass off as Iron Brew is like dog shit. It's got the look said now. It's got dog shit.
We've definitely not got any in the town. We don't sell Iron Brew here. It's kind of like a thing that you'll find.
What was that saying? That shite. Stop. Love Jackal. No fucking love Jackals on my page. Don't be starting your fish. I said I listened to his song. I didn't say I didn't believe he was a pedo. Right, so you know. I can't fucking ones there, didn't I? Was all the folk. Jackal's no a pedo. He is. I'll be famous now. I'll be famous and I'll need an alarm on my fucking stairs because I've got Wayne's Hour playing. Fucking shut up. You know what I mean? Anyhow,
Iron Brew. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, surely. Like we don't have a lot of it down here. So
no, you don't have a lot of taking off pound notes either. But let's not get into it.
I know. I come up there. I can't spend your foreign money when I come back down here, especially the Chinese takeaway like this for an hour. Oh, what's this £20 note here? I don't fucking know what this is.
It's like the gypsies made it. It's no fucking real.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
Pretend Monopoly. Oh, when did you make this? Today? Yes, I did.
Where did I go? I was away Tamworth. I went to Tamworth. My friends in the Royal Air Force. Tamworth down.
I know where it is. There's a gig there.
Yeah, well, it was actually because, it's not, I don't think it's Tamworth that the actual barracks is in, but my friend's in the Royal Air Force. He's a medic in the Royal Air Force. Yeah. And I go down there often for a weekend, and I was off the train, and I'm thinking, fuck, I need cigarettes. And I only had like a Scottish 20. I'm straight in, and the guy took it straight away, right? And I was fucking like, oh my God. But then his son, it was at back, he says, yeah, my dad collects tourist money, being Scottish. Tourist money, mate. We're in the UK. I thought we were brothers and sisters and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Your money. My money is your money.
It's me casa, su casa. It's only me casa, su casa if you're coming up to fucking Scotland. Know what I mean?
I was just say, you're saying about Jamie Oliver changing Iron Brew and stuff. Jamie Oliver did the worst thing for me when my son was growing up and when he got rid of turkey Twizzlers. My son used to love those frozen, reformed chicken bits. I don't know, beak and wings and claws that were. Did you have them in the little? They were frozen in like a little curl. Like you'd curled your hair, and then when you put them in the oven, it went. Oh, my son loved them. Honestly, I will say this though, quite quickly. Like I'm not a very good cook, and I always remember I went into parents' evening, and the teacher showed me my son's little workbook, and it says, "I love my mum because she makes me Wotsits for tea." And I was like, "You fucking said I give you crisps for fuck's sake."
You'd actually get the social ear door these days, do you know what I mean? Because I was just going to touch on it. Jamie Oliver rampage in the schools. I've never seen some miserable kids in all my life. The pair ways are not even allowed a cake at school anymore. And soft fruit salad and fucking wraps and fucking. I actually feel come and try our school dinner. Shove it up your hook. You know what I mean?
I mean, did you have when you were at school the pink custard on the sponge, and we had potato pie, which just stodgy, cheesy.
Oh, do you remember the cheese?
Goodness.
Do you remember we had cheese pie, and it was like cheese kind of thing with puff pastry in it, and it was fucking shit hot. And the chicken pie and the mince pie. Now the ways are getting fucked out Jamie Oliver style, sugar free. So they're not even allowed salt in the tables anymore at school. They're not even allowed to salt their food. And they're wondering why there's Wayne's lying a beast, because they're lying up in their PlayStation, getting down like a ninja when their moms fell asleep stoned on the couch. You know what I mean? And went into the kitchen, fucking climbed the fucking cupboards like fucking Bear Grylls, and went in and stole their mom's munchie stash because the schools are fucking feeding them fucking rabbit food.
We're talking about kids. It says today 2 million children have done almost zero schoolwork in lockdown.
My two are proudly part of that 200.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm like, one of my friends is a school teacher, and she says they're now thinking about getting the kids at school all summer, and she's like, get fucked. I've been working this whole time. And there's kids been at school this whole time. I don't want to fucking then do my summer holidays and ruin that. I just don't know. I just don't. I was like,
You know
we've
what
had this
they're saying as
conversation before.
well?
I'm so
They're
sorry I've
saying as
got
well,
kids.
and I understand the distancing, don't get me wrong, I completely get that. They're in a conundrum. I'm not saying it can be an easy decision. I don't think I would like to be one of the people making the decision, right? But they're telling us to get back to work. We're getting letters saying we're getting back to work. But what they're also telling us that half the time they might be at home online. So what the fuck are we meant to do for childcare? And since the childcare providers are pretty strictly now, for no disrespect, but to the front line. So where the fuck am I Wednesday going to sit at home with 10 fags and a DVD?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, is that one of your?
That's my
Oh,
son outside
oh,
with his 10 fags and his DVD.
I was going to say, I thought you got rid of all your kids, and then one's just appeared from
No,
nowhere.
he was over at my friend's, and I'm going to have to actually go and say to him now I've looked dead unprofessional again, because he's going to get me an answer. He was meant to be staying over at my friend's house, so he's obviously not done that, and he's outside screaming at his friend, wondering where he is, who's probably in
an insight into the outside of Dee's home, if you want to. This is parenting.
You're in somebody else's garden. Get in.
As we speak. This is good. Which one's yours? The topless one?
No, that's Reggie. Ronnie is mine. That's up in the fence.
Reggie's got his wabs out for all the neighbours to see.
That's another 16 bruises. Another 16 bruises. Go up there again and you're grounded for the rest of your life.
See, we need Dee to write a parenting book. This is how it is. I like this. I like this a lot. This is good. Hey,
it does sound but you know what also sounds like? Normally what I do say when I'm not live, I don't mean it and I never put action into it just in case the people who are very sensitive to things these days think that I actually do this to my children. But I genuinely say, see if you don't get done after that fence, I'm going to poke your eyes out, son. And he generally tells the new friends, she's not really going to do that. She just says she's going to do that because his new friends are like that.
Of course, you always want the friends to be scared of you. You're the cool mum, but you're also the. Have you got your? Give me your mum look. If they're doing something wrong,
my mum looks when they've done something.
Yeah, you just go, and then if they keep doing it, you're like.
Once my nostrils flare, my kids say my nostrils start twitching when I'm raging, and they're just like, "Oh, fuck this, I'm out of here." You know what I mean? I meant to tell you, we had an adventure today. I decided there's lots of
sheep.
Right, so there's lots of castle ruins, right? And there's a place called the Conga, which is a big, it's like burnt and it's like quite deep and it's really fun. We used to go there when we were younger, and there's a place called Robin in the breakwaters. And see, when I was younger, when I was full of amphetamine and ecstasy, you know, I knew how to get to these places absolutely fine. I fucking got myself to them daily. See, actually going to these places and trying to find them straight really isn't. So anyway, we went the right road, and we were nearly at the castle, and the Waynes were quite excited. They're thinking, we're glad we've walked this 40 minutes. This is cleared the head. We'll eventually get out, right? The next thing, there's the sheep. I noticed one with the big stuffing horns and that, right? And then I see the lambs, right? So then this big sheep, he couldn't write this, stares at us and starts charging. So my son takes to his heels and he's running down the hole all the way down, which was obviously sending the sheep batshit crazy. And they're picking up the pace going, well, that noise, we must follow that fucking noise. And we're belting it down, right? My daughter gets so far and she just thinks the sheep can come and get me. I'm not fucking running anymore. So she's like getting swamped with the sheep. But my son was at the end and he's like, you're going to have to phone my gran. I'm like, why? And he's like, my anxiety's through the roof. I can't walk another step.
we grew up with shit like that. These kids are not used to. I mean,
the excitement. It took me back to my childhood. It's not the first time or the last time I've been chased with a sheep, but my son was fucking like, this isn't the police station. I can't switch this fucker and lose a life.
I said I took my mum out for a walk because we're in a little valley, so we're just surrounded by fields. And we went up this. She took us to her old haunts, and she was like, "Oh, it didn't used to be like this. We used to come up here with our bikes, and we used to snog in that hedge over there, and whatever." She went, I said, "Well, we'll have to carry on now because we've come too far to go back." And she went, "Well, I can't go through that field because it's got cows in it." And I was like, well, you're gonna have to go through that field because it's further back than it is forward, and it's getting dark. She's like, oh no, we had a fucking full-on argument in this fucking field. And I was like, I'm telling you now, I said, by the time you walk back the way we come, it's going to be dark, so you're not going to be able to see it. We need to go this way. I said, so suck it up, Buttercup. If you don't fucking pull your... I said, I'm going on my own. So you either come with me and I help you through the field, or you stay here on your own and die and get eaten by a badger.
Well, my big sister Michelle will be watching the now, Cerys, right? And she used to take us, and see when I think of it, this walk we went today and further, she used to take us up the breakwaters, right? And my mum used to send us out with a poly bag full of sandwiches and a big bottle of, you know, the Kiora, because back then the just only got Kiora and Robinsons, right?
Yeah.
So it was a big Kiora, and it was filled up. It was obviously had so much juice left, and it was filled up to top. And my big sister must have been about 10, if that. And that made me 8, and that made my younger sister, if I was 8, she was 5, right? And we went all these mad adventure walks. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't take those memories back for the world, right? But I'm walking up the other day and I'm going, I don't even let my kids go to Tesco's. My mum's like, here's a poly bag just in case it gets too hairy, couple of sandwiches in case you're starving when you get lost, you know, don't get your clothes wet. And we used to go out and cover bathing suits underneath it. She would normally know that we're going and swimming in big rocky burns. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
She's like, watch what you're doing, member stains, jump along that way a bit. You know what I mean? And now when I'm thinking back, I'm thinking my wee sister was 5. Thank fuck me and my older sister were strong swimmers.
This is it, though, isn't it? How times have changed. We used to go out, like, you'd leave my favourite thing. I used to have a fascination with the Milkman. And granted, he was probably a paedophile. But every Saturday morning, I must have been about...
But you still bought his milk, didn't you?
Yeah. And danced to his music. I must have been about 6. And because I just love the Milkman, I think Mum or Dad must have spoken to him. And he'd be like, well, she can come out on me round on a Saturday morning. So every Saturday morning, this old milkman would take me, 6-year-old me, out on his round to the nearby villages and stuff to deliver milk. So I'd get off the van and deliver the milk, and then he'd give me 50p at the end. So I was like, in what situation would you think that was, except, 1, his insurance wouldn't cover me these days. 2, he'd probably touch me. It was the same. I got lost in Big Asda once, and I was about, I swear, no older than 5 or 6. Right, we was on holiday. Weirdly, where Mum lives now in Llandudno in North Wales, we was on holiday, and they left us on the park outside. So Asda had this kids park just outside, which obviously any normal person would come out with their kids, stand for 5 minutes while the kids are on the park, and then we'll all fucking pop off home. No, Mum and Dad were like, we're going to go shopping. You have a go on the park. And I'm like, all right. So it got to about like an hour. And I'm like, oh, getting bored of this. I reckon they've left me. I don't think they've fucking forgot me. So I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I started crying. And this old man come round in his car. And he's like, you all right there, love? I'm like, I think I've lost my Mum and Dad. I've been here about 2 hours. And he's like, oh, hop in, we'll drive around the car park, see if we can find them. I was in this bloke's car, just didn't go around the car park for about half hour looking for my Mum and Dad. And then obviously found them, and Mum and Dad were like, oh, thanks, old man, thanks for looking after our daughter. Oh, we were shopping.
I know, but see the thing is as well, I used to think about it as well, do you know, because my mum's terrible for saying, right, my mum did work, right, my mum worked crazy hours. She was one of those people, she's like my big sister, that would go out to her job but hanging, you know, I'm nearly dead, but they can't survive without me. And I'm looking at them going, get in your bed, nobody needs a matter. It's me, it's going to have to listen to you later. You know, and they used to, my sister used to bring like files home, and she'd be, oh, but you're salaried. Who gives a fuck if you get through it? Leave it in your office, you crazy bitch. Do you know what I mean? So they always did that. My mum was always working, and I would go out to my mum, can you watch the kids till I go out? Right? Not that I go out much now. Most of the time she watches them, and she does watch them a lot, especially when I'm gigging, right? But that's recently. But I used to lie about working just so she'd watch her grandmans for a night, because she went, aye, well, I watch them if you're working. I said, fuck off, we were rented out all weekend, you fucking arsehole. Oh no, I read mine. No, every cunt in the scheme did. We didn't work. We just went round aunties that weren't working, and they passed your wains to us. And then when we were old enough, you just all passed them all to us. Well, you fucked off it.
Yeah, we used to come home on our own. We had our nan living with us for the last few years, but up to that, what they called latchkey kids, wasn't it? Was it latchkey kids?
What?
We had a saying for it, latchkey kids, where you'd have the key to the house. The kids would go to school with the key to the house because
we just called it my big sister's get the key.
Yeah, latchkey kids, I'm sure it was. And so because we all used to go to school and we would have the key, so we'd come home and let ourselves in, and that's exactly the same. See, as a single parent, look, when I had Callum, I was working full time, so there's no way I could afford. Well, do you know what fucks me off? Actually, I used to pay for childcare. And I used to go to this after school club, and he'd be sat there watching the DVD, and I'm like, oh, cool, what's he been doing? They're like, he's just been watching the DVD, and I'm like, I'm paying you like fucking £10 an hour to sit my son in front of a fucking DVD. He can do that at home on his own. Like, at least do something with him. At least, he hadn't had any food. We've just put the DVD on, and he's been fine.
I actually fell out with the full mother and toddler group for the same thing because it was full of childminders, and it was all when it came out when they started saying they were going to charge double for fucking bank holidays. I'm like, fuck you. I work in the leisure industry, right? Same with this shit where I'm paying you half fees for you to go to Spain. Get fucked. Yeah. I don't pay fucking half fees for the plumber not to fix my toilet just in case he's available that day. So why am I paying you fucking half fees for you to fuck off?
Keep your space. It's to keep your space, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. So I got really fucked off because I was like every after school or childmind or whatever, they'd be like, you just be sat in front of I had one beautiful one actually once when Cal was about 3 or 4, and he come out with it was a house, proper house, she had a couple of kids, but she'd do so much with him, and he loved her. He called her Auntie Anne, and it was beautiful. But when he started going to primary school, and I'm paying for him to go to after school club, I'm like, you might as well just go home, because the club was pretty much next to the house anyway. I was like, right, you're gonna have to start going home. So I was like, don't tell any of your friends' parents because we'll get in trouble. So he's like, okay, cool. So then one day he'd be like, oh, I want to go down to my friend's house after school. Well, what turned out was there was about a group of 4 lads, right? 4 friends, my son and his friends. All 4 of them were going home to their houses on their own. And none of the parents had told any of the other parents because we were too worried about what would happen. Like, they'd be like, oh, God, you can't do that. And then we realised, we're like, oh, well, they might as well go to one house every now and again, until they smashed one of their heads through my kitchen glass door, and then it stopped.
Well, see, I did have one. I had a fantastic childminder, if I'm honest, for Cruz and Sienna in the end. Gillian, she actually just stays along the road with us still, and she was phenomenal. I mean, she took her rate, and she was good with you, and she would agree holidays. You know, we would do it together, and we would take the same time off. What she would say, when you planning to go on holiday, and I would say, and she would stay with the other guys, and she wouldn't charge you because she would go at the same time. She never ever did that double fee. I don't know if she had to eventually do it to go in line with everybody, but at the time when I was with her, she didn't do that double fee. No. I mean, I was doing a training course up in Paisley. She was taking my kids at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So to be fair, she was one of a kind. I don't think I've ever met a childmind like her. She always she was straight down the line. She wasn't like all airs and graces, and she'll have days where she said, oh, it was raining, or they were driving me mental, so they were just at the trampoline. But I had big folders, and Sienna loved her, and Cruz still talks about her. Cruz is 8, and he'll say, can you get a proper job so that I can get back to Gillian's? I said, no, you're at the wrong age now, son.
Well, I said, my son had one childminder when he was at primary school, and she had her own kids, and they used to bully him. So, my mum had to pick him up just to make the days a little bit. Every time my mum picked him up, she said he's hiding under the stairs, crying, and I'm like, right, get him the fuck out of that. Like, I'm not paying for a childminder to have her kids bully my son to the point where he's cowering under the fucking stairs. When he's like,
man, I'd have locked her under the stairs and set her on fire back then.
Yeah,
you know, my kids, my Charlie she actually got to the stage, although I've calmed down a lot now, right? She's actually got to the stage that she didn't tell me about things that happened because she knew that I would go and pull mothers out of houses and do all this crazy shit, and she couldn't even, like today there was a thing that happened, there was a wee bit of conflict, and because I've been going through so much, and I just stood up and walked out the house I was in, did it quite forcibly, but one of my family members like, I don't go in there, and I'm like, I'm fucking going round the side of the house to calm down. I don't fight anymore. I haven't fought since I was 27. I'm 39. I'm going round to calm myself down like a civilised adult would do. Exactly. You know, so it's I know I picked on childminders and things like that and said about bread and pedos. Well, what I'm just trying to say is that calm things down and stand up for what you believe in without having to go extreme and hurt other people and do things. That's what I meant by that before what I've said's been taken out of context and there's a fucking
we cover it all here. We cover it all. Michael Jackson, pedos, bread, childminders. It's a whole heap of shit we talk about.
Killer sheep, you know what I mean?
Sheep.
Exactly. I mean, and this wasn't even on purpose. My hair's kind of tinty blue and Cerys is like electric blue, and none of us even discussed it before. We're just really on the same fucking wavelength.
We are. We just know. We come on. We're like, here we are again. Look at us. Look at us.
Oh,
let's run away with us again.
We're going to Peru together. We're going to go and do the Celestine property. But while on that note, we need money to do that because, you know, we're comedians that are not getting paid. Fuck shame. We can't sell our arse anymore. Cerys doesn't like her arse, and I don't want to give it up for money because I feel I can't do that. I don't have anything to pay. But anyway, there is a link there. Please donate to the link. Give us some cash. And we've been absolutely, it's been a different week. It's been good to feel a wee bit more level. We're getting more normal. More things are happening. If you feel you need to line up for Primark, if you're doing it round about Cerys, please wear a face mask. She would like that. But anyway, on that note, I've been Dee Maxwell. You've been?
I've been Cerys Nelmes.